All right, new developments in the Hunter Biden email scandal. New insider documents reportedly reveal how Biden's associates helped a Chinese military contractor allegedly buy a Michigan manufacturing company. China buying very critical companies in our country. And additional paperwork also suggests the daughter of then Secretary of State John Kerry may have also been involved in this. Now, we want to make it absolutely clear that we have not independently verified these allegations. But our next guest just published an article about this over the weekend. Joining us now to break this all down for us is Seamus Bruner, Associate Director of Research, Government Accountability Institute. Great to see you, Seamus. We appreciate you coming on. And Peter Schweizer also co-wrote this with you. He's had some great books. You're also the author of Fallout, this book right here, Russian Spies, Nuclear Bribes, Russian Spies, and DC Lies. So let's start talking about this here for a second. According to these new documents, the Chinese military contractor disguised its ownership via shell corporations and then formed this joint venture with the son of the then vice president, that's Hunter Biden, to facilitate in the process of a Chinese takeover of a very critical American company. Explain to us what exactly happened here.
Right, that's exactly right. So the documents, they come from one of Hunter Biden's business partners, gave us access to his Gmail account. Yeah. And so we were able to kind of go through. And so this deal, it's called Henniges Automotive, is a Michigan-based manufacturer. Schweitzer wrote about this in his book, Secret Empires, in 2018. Right. These new documents shed new light on it. So the deal absolutely went through. It required the approval of the Obama administration, the CFIUS committee. Some viewers may remember that name from the Uranium One transaction. The Obama administration had to approve this deal. They had to sign off on it because it concerned controlled technology going into the hands of a major adversary, China. So we knew in 2018 that Hunter Biden partnered with the Chinese military, AVIC, but we didn't know how they actually got it done.
And talk about, sorry to cut in, but just talk about why this information that they were going to get from this company would be a threat to this country. Explain that, because that's what people I think really want to know.
Yeah, AVIC is it basically is an arm of the Chinese military, the People's Liberation Army. AVIC is the Aviation Industry Corporation of China. It's basically like our Air Force combined with Lockheed Martin, maybe. And so you know why they want this technology. It's good for their military, and so it was being made in the United States. They wanted to take ownership of it. And the thing that's really shocking about these new documents is how Hunter Biden's business partners celebrated this transaction. They held a gala banquet. They invited the ambassador, Max Baucus, to China. They invited him to the banquet. He's a longtime Biden friend. And there were a lot of state-owned enterprises there, Chinese state-owned Communist Party members. Right. They're celebrating the takeover of an American manufacturer.
This is a country that wants to knock us off the pedestal and become the leading world power, and Hunter Biden, according to you guys, is out there lining his pockets to help them do it. I mean, that's basically the allegation. It's scary stuff, allegedly. Next, we have additional documents here suggesting that Hunter Biden's Chinese-backed venture funneled money to an entity controlled by Vanessa Kerry, who was the daughter of the then Secretary of State John Kerry. This looks bad as well. What's the seriousness of the Kerry's potential involvement? And I think her husband also, right? John Kerry's son-in-law was involved as well, right?
Right. So this is yet another shocking development, because this is just like Hillary Clinton. The State Department sits on the CFIUS committee and has a lead role. We've had CFIUS experts tell us that if the State Department wants a transaction to go through, basically no one can stand in the way. I mean, the Commerce Department defers to the State Department, et cetera. So to have Secretary of State John Kerry's daughter, she runs a nonprofit called Seed Global Health. There was a fundraiser. We found an invitation hosted by Devin Archer, who's Hunter's business partner in this venture. He held a fundraiser just 1 month before CFIUS approved this deal. And we found another document where the Chinese business partners acknowledge support. They use the words support, which, of course, the best way to support an organization is with money. So they say, we're going to continue to support Vanessa Carey's charity.
Yeah.
And this is 1 month before the deal goes down. So it reeks.
Yeah, I know. I can smell it with you. I think a lot of people do. That's why we're talking about it. Tell me this, though. I mean, the mainstream media looks at all of this and just throws their hands up and says this is all just ridiculous nonsense. I personally don't think it is. And while we haven't independently verified this, what do you have to say to the media out there that's just blowing this off and just giving Joe Biden a pass on all this?
Well, I mean, what else can they say? They don't want to cover the Joe Biden issue. This is not the New York Post Rudy Giuliani set of emails. This is a different batch from a business partner who felt like he was thrown under the bus. And, while Hunter Biden got away with it, he's in jail for a scheme that Devin Archer is now facing sentencing on. Devin Archer being the right-hand man of Hunter Biden. So Hunter Biden was all wrapped up in this. And he, I guess, apparently didn't take care of his friends. And now they are flipping on him left and right. There are about 3 more former business partners of Hunter Biden who have come forward and want to tell their story.
Well, again, our lawyers are nervous, so we're going to say Newsmax has not independently verified any of this story. But Seamus Bruner and Peter Schweizer sure have. And we appreciate you coming on, Seamus. It's interesting stuff. Please keep digging for us. And good to see you.
Will do. Thank you.
All right.
Joe Biden.